Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. As always, for those of you who have watched this channel from the beginning with me, I especially appreciate you recently and with your patience. I have had to do a lot of rearranging, especially when it comes to my desk, my working area. And I am not even done with it, to be honest. But again, thank you guys for your patience. And as always, thank you for being here. Let's get into y'all's divine collective reading. As I'm already shuffling, you can probably hear because I'm shuffling on my knee currently instead of on my desk. So let's see, what does divine collective need to know at this time? What's going on with you guys in this final stretch of a really intense Mercury retrograde, this Leo energy coming out of Cancer, very likely causing up issues that has caused you confusion, especially where your emotions are concerned. Maybe things that have happened in the past that you repressed emotions or feelings towards that situation because it caused you confusion at the time and even at an ending. That's probably things that are coming up for you to sort out and clear. So moving forward, the rest of this month, the rest of this Leo energy, you'll be more confident moving forward once those feelings are kind of resolved and sorted out. Just to give you an idea of some of that stuff that's coming up during Mercury retrograde. What else does Divine Collective need to know at this time? Management in reverse. So I had started a reading right before this, and then I had to stop it. And it was talking about being comfortable standing in your power. Someone's in the process of like moving towards being okay standing in their power or exerting your energy more assertively, more often. I just saw rebirth here as I cut the deck. And this is what this is giving me again with this management here in reverse. This is still connected to someone feeling safe. So there might be a root chakra issue or something to do with your root chakra to be looked at. Of course, you probably already know that I am affirmations can help solidify any kind of holes in your root chakra, which very much connects to your safety, your trust, your stability. So I'm getting that someone here may not actually feel totally free or safe in some way to stand in their power no matter what. Getting water energy. Someone here could have prominent water sign placement. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you, again, this was a really heavy hitting Mercury retrograde for you, causing like a tower moment for some of you, mostly when it comes to your emotions, like some sort of internal kind of breaking down. Giving and receiving here was something to do with teamwork. This is part of where something is specifically, someone here may be a Cancer. Someone here may be having to look at the kind of partnerships that you've been engaged in or interacting with, and the balance that occurs in them. Or for some of you more specifically, this tower with you internally may have had to do with someone you work with or someone you interact with regularly, trying to take your power from you or not allow you to stand in your power, in your own confident energy, safe to say what you need to say and do what you need to do. We have a Capricorn energy out here. Someone may be a Capricorn. Again, I'm getting heavy teamwork energy. So this could be a partnership or teamwork with a Capricorn. Or for some of you, for instance, if you did have a recent kind of internal tower moment during this Mercury retrograde, this could even be a partner from the past, or a friendship or a work partnership from the past. That person that may have popped back up for you, whether you're just thinking about them or whether they literally pop back up in your energy, could be a Capricorn, or you could be a Capricorn. Something might have turned into an argument here, or was giving the energy, kind of getting the energy of someone who kind of pokes at you, in the sense of like something could turn into an argument, but maybe you didn't let it get that far because you've been working on your self-care and your prayer game, really, with this nourishment card out here. Someone here wanted you to be on defense. This person might have said something to you. I'm not getting that it was really like aggressive, but I am getting that it's something that could offend you. Or someone was saying something to you to make you feel like you needed to be on the defense. Or maybe this is just how you feel like this person talks to you. You definitely am picking up water. Heavy water energy is bringing up a lot of emotional reflection for someone. And again, with the self-promotion here, something's going to definitely come out in the positive for you as you go through this and reflect on this energy. Yeah, positive harvest. And we're even approaching this season currently. So something's going to be definitely coming out in your favor here. Some sort of enlightenment. Exactly. Someone's definitely having, through this Mercury retrograde, kind of a tower moment when it comes to emotions and relationships. But this is going to benefit you. This is bringing you a positive harvest moving forward after this Mercury retrograde ends. This person here may have wanted you to doubt your intuition or like challenge you quite a bit. So you would doubt your intuition. Some of you, this could be for the same person, same energy, or excuse me. Or it could be a completely different person or energy. And someone may be having challenging circumstances with their own child or children. And I am getting like an older child. This could be happening more recently, and it's because of this particular cycle of Mercury retrograde that we are in currently, that started at the tail end of Cancer season and has moved into Leo season. Yeah, this is you. This is you. Someone here could be, this could be a literal move for someone, but I'm really getting a positive change, a positive shift in your energy, within yourself, within your own comfort, in your own skin, in standing in your power, especially with the saying you deserve the best out here right next to that. Someone here could even literally be deliberately tending to their inner child as well, based on some sort of spiritual or intuitive guidance that you received. You're trying to treat yourself with more compassion and understanding as a form of self-care, and this is serving you well. Confirmation with this card here, with new psychic and spiritual experiences, are going to change the way that you view the world and yourself. And I keep opening up to this, which again, this is the self-care card in this deck. So someone here is definitely making good progress on their self-care, specifically through kind of being on your own team, taking your own side, especially because maybe you have really heavy water energy, which means you're very nurturing and you're very empathetic. So a lot of times that can be taken advantage of by different kinds of personalities. Could be getting that for someone. And this is part of how things are going to start running more smoothly for you, because you are standing in your power. You have learned how to navigate that energy by being your own team, being your own confidant, being your own protection when you don't feel protected against individuals that try to kind of put you in the defense. I'm getting the energy of someone who is very prone to other people trying to manipulate you or be really aggressive with you to get their own way. Yeah, just as I said that, I open up to the enemy card in this deck. Some of you have been dealing with or have dealt with in the past. This could be something that you've been reflecting on or has surprisingly come up for you to reflect on, kind of like, how did I get myself involved with all these like hidden enemies right around me? Again, with this balance, this giving and taking card out here, someone may be really reflecting how you've attracted so many relationships or partners who are just taking, an imbalance of giving and receiving. Yeah, the scholar energy is very much like Hermit's energy. This is something that's coming up for someone during Mercury retrograde. Maybe this is either confirmation for you, maybe you understand that this is why this has come up, or maybe this is going to help you understand why this is coming up for you right now, why you're reflecting on this at this time. And butterflies are very significant for transformation. So again, you're on the right path. This image here is really confirming too that you're on the right path. So whatever work you're putting into yourself at this time is going to serve you really well. Right. Confirmation again with the love here. So this is an energy, maybe once upon a time you identified being in this energy. It says sorrow. And it was because of this imbalance here. This imbalance in your partnerships between giving and taking. So in case you were wondering here, there's confirmation for someone that you're definitely making positive progress in the work that you're doing, on the right path here. Someone could literally, I'm not getting necessarily that you're moving. Someone here may be hoping to move, or there's just something about house can also represent like stability, root chakra energy. We talked about root chakra initially. This can just represent standing in your whole, standing even in Emperor energy as well, which is very stern, balanced, and assertive. So for some of you, and I'm getting to yeah, someone here has been blocking your forward movement. Or again, this is something you're reflecting on. Or maybe I'm getting two different energies. Definitely something to do with your stability and your root chakra. But as well, I'm getting the energy of, and there's a lot of us in the Divine Collective right now that do hope to move or feel inspired or have intuitive guidance that maybe you're not thriving in the environment that you're at. So there is some sort of issue coming through concerning that. I feel like this is something about Maybe you feel, or someone around you is blocking this possibility for you, or blocking some sort of forward movement. But something you might not recognize that I'm picking up is that what you're seeking or requesting here when it comes to a move, there's something important about you handling or fixing that hole in your root chakra, that thing inside of you that makes you not stand in your power, or not trust that you can't be easily knocked over with every wave or easily manipulated. So it's important and crucial to utilize what's happening at this time to do this work, to do this reflection, to heal these wounds before you receive what this is, or before you make some kind of big move here that you might be desiring. Yeah, so I see someone kind of like waiting for good news, or thinking you're like thinking that you already have something, or that you're ready to receive something, and this is still connected to this move or this house or whatever it is. There's, the spirit is saying, use this current moment and use this current time to finish this reflection, finish this healing, and prepare, and know that if you feel like you're already ready and your bags are already packed, and you keep waiting for this ship to come in and come pick you up and take you on this move, or to take you to this new house, or maybe someone's even, you got everything you need and you keep trying to get into a new house and the answer keeps being no, trust that, I always like to say, God knows where I'm at right now. God knows what I'm struggling through right now. And this is part of what you need to trust. And even knowing that and doing that can help heal any kind of blockages or lack of flow, or even like holes, if you want to say it like that, in your root chakra, which directly connect to your most basic foundation of safety and all of the things that come along with stability and trust, and not taking advantage of it, and all these things here that someone may have experienced in the past. There's kind of a message for those of you who are like really resonating with that particular aspect of this reading. There's kind of a message coming through of, you do have coming towards you what you think you have coming towards you. You do have some sort of blessing. Someone here can almost taste it. It's already for you. It is coming for you. But there's the reason why there's no movement at this time is because you're being asked to fix something, heal something, do something first. Revisit all the information and connect all the dots. Like something still, this is giving me like idea or shining light on an issue here with this kind of research hermit's energy. There's still something, like a warning. There's something we want you to do before you move forward. So that's what you might want to be seeking in prayer or your meditation, whatever it is that you do to get your intuitive hits. I can even try and look at it a little bit right here. Somebody, it's this past energy is not fully healed, is affecting your readiness. It's affecting your readiness to be this person who gets whatever this is that you're wanting. Right? That's what I was saying earlier. These little holes here in your root chakra, which again can be, it can happen through past traumas or past betrayals, deceptions, things that really shake your faith, shake your trust in relationships, in dealing with other people here. In turn, it affects your faith overall, because the more you're giving into that energy of, I don't really trust people, or I don't trust this, or I don't feel safe that maybe I get a new home and I'm not going to lose it. That comes from those holes in that root chakra. And if you're still feeling that way, you're not really trusting at the end of the day. Another way that you can, through faith, heal your root chakra is through strengthening your faith. Just really strengthening your trust, your faith. Like, God knows what I'm going through right now. God's not going to let me fail. Or however you feel comfortable in praying over that kind of energy. Yes, someone here is like, really gets a lot of anxiety or fear over the unknown. So again, if you maybe, I'm really getting, someone here may already have, like, you've got already all the money, everything you need, the perfect credit score, whatever this is you're trying to achieve when it comes to like a move or a house or something. And you're like, why isn't this happening? It's because of this. And in this, you might be thinking it's because of something external, but really it's more about God is trying to save you from a disappointment. And that can even be when you have damage to your root chakra that's not healed, that's not taken care of, or even if you don't follow that kind of chakra energy, or however that works, just so much as like your faith is damaged. You don't feel safe. You feel unsettled. You still have kind of traumas from the past dominating your current experience. This could create problems in the long run for you. So recognize these delays as protection. So we have this red out here, confirmation again on the, and I'm really getting to something about not seeing. You're not seeing something for what it is. And again, red is connected to the root chakra. Someone here also might be focused on the wrong things, making it harder to have that transformation, that much needed transformation. Excuse me, in this current Mercury retrograde could have brought a lot of this stuff up for somebody. Yeah, I just saw growth on the bottom. Again, transformation. Someone here really needs to focus on letting the past go. Letting it really, really go. Making peace with it. Making amends with it. Making sure forgiveness is there. Or again, a lot's coming up about not trusting people that you're working with, or maybe being taken advantage of. This is where your wound is. This is what you're being asked to look at. And that is what is to come once you achieve that. And really, this is what you're trying to achieve. Your manifestation is on the other side of this. This would suggest you being at peace, would suggest that you're in complete trust, faith, and confidence in yourself, in your whoever God is for you, or divine faith is for you. Peace, what you're hoping for, wishing for, waiting on this dock for it to come in for you, is on the other side of you having peace over the past. Yeah, definitely emotions, water signs coming up here. If the past couple of weeks have felt very intense, especially like in your relationships and your communications, or some of you just emotions that are coming up kind of from the inside out, that is this current Mercury retrograde that we are in. Right. Disruption over peace is what you're looking at. Let's get some final messages. Let me kind of jump up and see my time. Okay, let's get some final messages here for Divine Collective. Again, reassuring you are really on the correct path, because someone here is looking into this. Someone here is in kind of a hermit's energy, assessing, looking at, trying to address in some way, why is this happening, or why is this like this, or how did I attract the kind of people and situations. Maybe someone here even feels like the situation they're in currently is still has to do with a connection they made in their past. But again, you don't need to let that be a block for you, because the real block is what we talked about already. What else does Divine Collective need to do? Yeah, compassion out here again. So a lot of times in transformation, which is very important out here with transformation, especially when it comes to trauma that needs to be kind of transformed into peace, it's also important usually to not just extend compassion towards yourself, but also towards the individuals who hurt you, broke you, took advantage of you. That's always kind of a necessary thing when this is very much a new cycle here. This keeps coming up, new cycle. It's time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. Yeah, someone here is just, you're very unsure about something with this yes coming out here sideways. But also, again, this is also confirmation for you about whatever this is. For instance, here, if someone you have literally everything that you need or should have to make some sort of move, or like buy a new house or something, and it's not going through, it's not turning out the way you hoped, because you're being protected from something's not the right time. That's why that's coming out sideways like that. It will be the right time soon, but here's the thing, when you start turning to God or your angels or whoever to help you and guide you more often, please send me on the direct path, on my correct path. Please put me on the best possible version of my life that is meant for me. What does God have in store for me? What does God mean for me to have in my life? Or, whoever you pray or worship to, expect changes and expect delays. Sometimes those delays are our protection. There's a reminder of that here. Confirmation here, because this is very much like your angels and your ancestors are looking over and trying to get your attention in this particular situation. Again, what I say about confusion here, initially there was a energy of being confused or kind of dipping in and out of safety when it comes to standing in your power. When we say standing in your power, that is the energy of having a full, clean, like your root chakra is solid. is solid. Your safety issues, your stability issues, your trust and your faith are solid as a rock. What is that truck from? That could be significant for someone. I don't remember which truck that is, but that particular vehicle brand could be important for someone. Again, I keep getting somehow this message relates to someone else in Divine Collective, having something to do with someone's children, something to do with someone's children in this situation as well. Is making it hard for you to do some sort of transformation or move on in a new direction, is for someone. Confirmation. Maybe that, and somehow that could be because of this. There's also some sort of romance here. So someone might feel, or some sort of trouble someone is having. This could be part of your new beginning that's being blocked out. We had a new beginning come out, and we have new romance is imminent. So this is what's coming towards someone. Or maybe, again, there's something about looking in the wrong direction that came out as well earlier. Someone might be focused on the wrong things. Maybe you're focused on a house and a move when really you should be focused on some sort of new romance. Someone might be struggling to do that because of something going on with their older child or grown kid, is another message coming through. I'm going to get one more for Divine Collective. Meditation for sure is popping up quite a bit. That'll help you make sense. You need to know whatever you're going through at this time and whatever is going on. I'm getting something about some sort of like block. Someone here, there's a block when it comes to this, or you're looking in the wrong direction because of something to do with like your older kid, or like a grown kid, something to do with that here. You need to know that while you sort this out, there's no need to worry. So this could be why someone's struggling with their root chakra. You don't feel safe from something in the past. You need to know how protected you are. I hope you guys got some sort of confirmation, clarity out of this reading, or you just enjoyed the reading. I'll see you again next time.